Thank you. The South Korean government said North Korea is preparing an ICBM test, probably in response to the Tri-Lateral leaders meeting and the joint exercises between the U.S. and South Korea next week. So does the Pentagon agree to South Korea's assessment?
I'm sorry, what was that last part? Agree to what?
Yeah. Does the Pentagon agree? Does the Pentagon share South Korea's assessment? Agree to South Korea's assessment?
Again, I apologize for my ignorance, and then maybe I missed it. What is their assessment?
The South Korean government said North Korea is preparing ICBM
I see what you're saying.
test.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm not going to comment on any potential intelligence in terms of what we think North Korea may or may not be doing. Clearly, there's a history there of provocative acts. We've been very clear that we're going to maintain robust communication with our Republic of Korea and Japanese allies, as well as those other countries and partners and allies in the region, to make sure that we can deter potential aggression, but more importantly, again, ensure stability and security in the region. The exercises that we are doing, and it's very important to understand this, is that those are defensive in nature, and they're meant to, again, enable our commitments, our alliance commitments, and ensure that we can work together. We have, the U.S. government has on many occasions highlighted the fact that we are willing to engage diplomatically with North Korea without any preconditions, to which this point they have chosen not to do that. So hopefully that answers your question.
Yeah. One follow-up. On the Tri-Lateral cooperation with Japan and South Korea, do you expect this Tri-Lateral cooperation will focus more on China militarily?
Again, I would say take a step back, right? And if you look at the broad efforts of the United States and our allies and partners across the Indo-Pacific region, it's really focused on ensuring that we can all work together in an international rules-based order to ensure stability and security in the region. It's not directed at any one particular nation. If there are nations that choose to try to use coercion and try to create instability or violate sovereign rights, we want to work together with nations to try to prevent that kind of activity. But certainly we would hope that all nations would act in a responsible, professional manner to enable everyone to live in peace and prosperity throughout the region. Let me go to Jim Garamone here.
So Pat, what you're saying is you can't really just look at this Tri-Lateral group alone. I mean, there are many other groupings throughout the region, and in order to really assess what the Tri-Lateral group does, you have to include it with all those other groupings. Am I wrong in that?
No, I mean, the United States is a Pacific nation. We obviously have a very long coastline along the Pacific, and we have many allies and partners in the region with whom we're going to work toward common goals of a peaceful, stable Indo-Pacific region. Thank you. Let me go to the